Hello, dear Sagittarius. I'm Michaela. Welcome to my channel for astrology, Todayenergy. And this video is a monthly forecast for April for you, Sun, Moon, and Rising Sagittarius. So the month is going to be, at the very least to say, interesting with its two new moons, and one of them is a solar eclipse. We have your ruler Jupiter conjuncting Neptune in Pisces. That's quite magical and unique. We have Pluto retrograding lately in the month, and so that's a really mixed bag of energies, some quite intense, some quite karmic, but also we hope for support from the universe, especially if we keep our faith, and you will be one of the primary people who will help us really like keeping the faith and optimism through all these little bit chaotic times. So 1st of April, we have new moon in Aries. New moons, of course, usually bring new opportunities and fresh start, and that's for your 5th house. So it's concerning your children. So maybe something new happens in their life. It's about your romantic partners as well. Maybe some new love enters your life or new inspiration, because 5th house is about creativity and hobbies. And often it's talking as well about our business, if you have such. So you might initiate or expect some new developments there. Of course, you know, I always advise people to write down their wishes on new moon, to kind of plant the seeds of your intentions and like see them grow further. If you forget to do this on the 1st, you have a second chance, and that's going to be the night from 10 o'clock in the evening on the 2nd of April to 7:30 in the morning on the 3rd of April. And that's Eastern European time, Bulgarian time, where I'm located. So you can adjust it to your time zone, but these hours are important because exactly we have then Mercury conjunct the Sun, precisely. That's called Cassini moment. Normally when a planet transits too close to the Sun, ancient astrologers believed that the planet is burned by the rays of the Sun. It's too much, the intensity, so the planet doesn't feel good, except this couple of hours when it's exactly in the center of the our life giver, the Sun, who is like the ruler of our world. So Mercury is about communication and ideas and planning for the future. It's about studying, processing information. So really we can have this night genius insights, views for the future. So even if we just before going to bed, you know, meditate, clear our minds, write down what comes up to the mind, right? So it can be really, really helpful for us. Plus, these insights really can be about your 5th house. So creative, inspirational ideas about hobby, business, children, or loved ones. They can come from your partners, because Mercury represents your partners. So that's why also show some understanding, because they might be burned by the Sun, so have this kind of mental eclipse, metaphorically speaking, from the last days of March and up to 7th of April, when Mercury is burned by the Sun in its transit, except this couple of hours this night. On the 5th of April, we have Mars conjuncting Saturn at 22 degrees of Aquarius. Mars is passion and ambitions and drive and motivation, and Saturn is cool-headedness. It's kind of cools down the passion of Mars, but they can work well together if there is a goal, right? And that's your 3rd house of education, learning, studying, of documents and communication, of trading and marketing, PR, social medias. So you might invest your energy into those fields, promoting yourself, do the deals, trade, meeting people, talking, negotiating, studying, maybe repairing your car or buying a car. In this case, well, really, like it's an intense day, truly, to be honest, because Mars wants action and speed, and Saturn is a little bit afraid, and he puts rules and restrictions. So yeah, confronting energies, but you might use it to, let's say, really like choose the best car for you, which will be like wise choice, right? And you will see you will look for longevity of your vehicle or kind of repair it, right? But be careful by driving these days. It is also about maybe hopefully some productive communication with your siblings, neighbors, you know, your local environment altogether. The same day, Venus goes into Pisces. That's your 4th house. Venus usually brings money and pleasure. So either you will invest money in your family, parents, property, or you will do it all nice and beautiful and cozy, safe, to feel safe at home. Or of course, it might bring some joyful celebrations with family, some maybe new members in the family. Maybe you will introduce your loved ones to your parents, something like that, which brings joy and pleasure. And as well, maybe you are renting your property or selling it and you will get some income from that. On the 11th, Mercury goes into Taurus. So for about 2 weeks, your partners will soak this Taurian energy. So they will be like calmer, easygoing, like kind of self-pleasuring, I would say, because Taurus is ruled by Venus, and Taurus wants pampering and, you know, pleasing the senses, the 5 senses and the body. As well, that's your 6th house. So you might expect some news and changes and a lot of movement related to work and colleagues and employees. Maybe some younger employees are coming. Maybe you can expect some work trips. Or also it can be Mercury information, researches about your health. So maybe finding the proper doctor or getting results from your tests, and thus like establishing some exercises or diet regime for yourself. On the 12th, your ruler Jupiter conjuncts Neptune at 23 degrees of Pisces, again in your 4th house. So I have a whole video on my channel recorded already about this amazing conjunction. It's important, it's beautiful. Hopefully it will bring us only positive manifestations. These 2 planets like to be limitless and borderless. Jupiter, your planet, normally would bring fairness and optimism, expansion. So expansion at home, maybe you buy bigger property, or, you know, through reconstructions, you make your home lighter, bigger. Maybe you are relocating abroad. It's also 4th house. It's about your nationality and documents connected to residency. It might be really like a baby or a new spouse coming to the family. Maybe it's just a big celebration and you know, happy times, family reuniting together. It might be revisiting your past, your memories, your inner emotions. That's also 4th house, your like foundations, emotional foundations. On the 15th, Mars is entering Pisces as well, so even more energy and drive into family affairs and real estate business as well. On the 16th, we have full moon at 26 degrees of Libra. That's your 11th house. So some culminations in group projects with other people, with like-minded people. Maybe you end some participation in organizations, governmental or NGOs. Maybe there is this peak of your activity with your colleagues. And so you celebrate your good results from your efforts. It's about friendships as well. So some friendships might finish, might end, or might just, you know, there might be some news and shedding some lights about your friends or people with whom you are in group participation and cooperations. Also, 11th house is your hopes, dreams, and wishes and long-term goals. So maybe you have more clarity about where are you heading, or some wish comes true for you. Then on the 20th, the sun goes into Taurus. That's your 6th house. So even more light on work and regime, yeah, day-to-day activities and responsibilities. How do we serve people? How do we help people? That's going to be important, as well as your well-being, your health. So maybe, you know, starting a new diet, a new exercise regime. On the 27th, beautiful day, Venus joins Neptune in Pisces in your 4th house. So again, like celebrations, emotional, I hope, beautiful emotional time with parents, with family members. Venus is about finances, so really maybe like extracting some income related to property or investing some in property, maybe some spiritual activity or like artistic creative work from home with family members. On the 29th, Pluto goes retrograde. We feel how this outer slow planet slows down its speed to station and to go retrograde, at the very least like a whole week before that. So let's say the last week of April, we have these Plutonic topics in the society around us. It stations on 28th degree of Capricorn. That's your 2nd house. So Pluto and all the universe is actually fixing its attention to the matters of work, money, finances, how you make money, your values, what you value, what you spend your money for. Pluto is a financial planet. It's about business. It's about big finances, financial institutions, banks, corporations. So maybe it's something about you leaving a corporation or start working for some. Maybe it's like delaying in something you wanted to buy, invest your money in as well. 2nd house can talk about the body, nutrition, our health. So once again, the universe asks you to evaluate how you treat your body or where you live, like whether you have the material security and stability and comfort that you would like to have. And last but not least, 2nd house Pluto talks a lot about self-esteem, self-value, self-love. Like how do you evaluate yourself? What are your talents and what you sell them for? On the 30th, Mercury goes into Gemini. That's kind of its preferred sign. It rules Gemini, so very happy, our minds and your partners as well. That's actually your opposite sign, so that's your 7th house. So a lot of negotiations and communications with your partners, close friends, family members, spouses, as well as, of course, business partners. And Mercury can bring a lot of contracts and deals to see and to discuss on the table. Maybe you will travel together as well. The same day, we have the partial solar eclipse at 10 degrees of Taurus, with the participation of the North Lunar Node, Rahu, talking about the future development overall in the society. And for you, it's about your work and health. So taking care, it's like the whole month talks about your physicality, your body, your health, your stability, your money, your work, and like your property and furniture, for instance, and what do you buy to surround yourself with. So material possessions, I would say. But here mostly it's, you know, solar eclipse is like 100 times stronger new moon, which is a karmic one, because generally on new moon, we are the ones who set intentions and write down our wishes. But here it's important to a little bit go with the flow. Even it's not only the 30th of April, but the energies of eclipses start acting, influencing on us even 2 weeks before the eclipse and 2 weeks after. But 2 weeks after, we will have a second eclipse. So this spring is like a turmoil of karmic energies, and karma is kind of pushing us, hopefully gently, back towards our life path, the one that the soul chose when it chose to reincarnate, this time in your body, in your ego, your mind, your family, your country, and so on. So eclipses are times of course correction and, you know, kind of getting back to the original course, I would say. So, dear Sagittarius, thank you for watching this video, for liking it, and for subscribing to my channel. I hope this information is useful and important and like interesting for you, and serve you well. Have a wonderful, powerful, empowering month. See you soon.